What if everything you learned about gravity is wrong? In 1895, a 16-year-old boy imagined chasing a beam of light. He wondered, if I could run beside it, what would I see? Would the light freeze? Would time stop? That boy was Albert Einstein, and that simple question would eventually change physics forever. At the time, gravity was explained by Isaac Newton. Newton said, "Gravity is a force, an invisible pull between objects." It explained falling apples, orbiting planets, and the motion of the moon. His theory worked incredibly well for more than 200 years, but Newton couldn't explain what gravity actually was. He described how it worked, not why it worked. Years later, Einstein began rethinking everything. In 1905, he showed that the speed of light is always constant. From that, he discovered something shocking. Space and time are not fixed. Time can slow down, length can shrink, motion changes reality. Then came his breakthrough. In 1907, he imagined a man falling from a roof. While falling, the man would feel weightless. In that moment, gravity would seem to disappear. From this, Einstein realized something profound. Being in free fall under gravity feels the same as floating in space without gravity. Acceleration and gravity are deeply connected. This led him to a bold conclusion. Maybe gravity isn't a force at all. Maybe space itself changes. Einstein began imagining space not as a rigid stage where events happen, but as something flexible. And not just space, time too. What if space and time are woven together into one fabric? He called it spacetime. Spacetime is the combination of the three dimensions of space and the one dimension of time into a single structure. They are not separate, they are linked. Now, here was the revolutionary idea. When there is no mass, spacetime is flat. When there is mass, like the sun or Earth, spacetime bends. Planets are not being pulled by a force. They are simply moving along the curves in bent spacetime. Even light follows those curves. That's why gravity can bend light. And because space and time are connected, when spacetime bends, time itself changes. The stronger the gravity, the slower time moves. This has been measured with satellites, with atomic clocks, with precise experiments. In 1915, Einstein published his theory of general relativity, explaining that mass and energy warp spacetime, and warped spacetime tells objects how to move. In 1919, scientists observed light bending around the sun during a solar eclipse, proving him right. So the answer to what is spacetime is simple. Spacetime is the combined fabric of space and time. Mass and energy bend it. That bending is what we call gravity. And it all began with a teenager imagining himself chasing a beam of light.